Okay, next we have Aydin Akcasu. We will rock you.
I'm not going to sing. So.
All set?
Yeah. What I'm going to be talking about is Wii programming. So what we'll be talking about right now is how to actually program this device. This is a Wii remote. So one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to go over what it takes to program this to some extent. I'm going to go over what it takes to, what other people have done with this. Everything you need to get set up and started. To start with, when people say Wii, they're usually talking about the game of the Wii. The Wii game consists of a game console. It's $250. That usually it's a game console and it's the actual remote. I'm going to be focused on the remote itself. The remote is $40. You can find it at Target, at Kmart, any number of stores. The software, software is free. You do need a Bluetooth device to help you to hook up to your computer. The specs. It uses Bluetooth to communicate. So anything with Bluetooth will work. It has a number of inputs and it has a number of outputs, and I'll be covering that in a minute. Let me start with the inputs. The inputs are basically consist of about 12 buttons. There's directional buttons, a whole bunch of things. There is accelerometers, which you've heard of, which allow you to do these kind of motions and movement. It measures gravity and X, Y, and Z. There's also an infrared camera. It allows you to track 4 infrared objects and return the X, Y, and Z with X, Y values. The outputs are basically 4 LEDs, and a rumble allows it to shake, and a speaker. So what are some of the different things that people have done with this? I'm going to be going over some demos, or very quick demos of what people have done with this. 15 seconds. You sure you got this right? Okay. First of all, finger tracking. In this case, what they have is they have a Wii remote pointing towards you. They have infrared light source, and on the fingertips they have reflectors. So by doing that, you can actually create multiple points that you're interacting with. There's also a number of things people have done as an input. So you can use the Wii remote as a multi-touch input device. You can also use it as a whiteboard substitute. You can go to a whiteboard and actually draw with an infrared pen and interact with the images. This is pretty cool. In this application, they actually have infrared lights on some sunglasses. As you're moving your head back and forth, you're actually seeing these objects move around. So for that viewer, you're actually seeing a 3-dimensional image, and it's interacting with you. They also have Google Earth, or virtual Earth as well. You can take the Wii remote and you can interact with the Earth. You can kind of fly around using the buttons. Some of the other applications is a firefighting Wii robot. Apparently, you set this thing down, you put a candle there, it will kind of drive around, find out where that flame is, and then turn the fan on. In healthcare, you have something called virtual patient. Apparently, with the Wii remote, you can interact with the patient. So you can actually go up to it and check its eyes. Once you get close to the eyes, you press a button. You can see are the eyes okay. You can actually go to the knee and kind of kick the knee, and the leg will go up. I'm not sure what else you can do with it. Wii remote control car. You can actually interact with the car and make it turn right or left. And there's various other, I think there's buttons for accelerating and decelerating as well. And then, of course, one of the big applications is music. People have done lots of things with this. They've done like drum, interacting with the drum, guitar sounds, interfacing with MIDI, or theremins as well. Measuring acceleration. You can put this thing in a car, and with the laptop, you can measure how quickly are you accelerating and decelerating. You can check to see, does my wife drive really well, or do I drive really well? What I'm going to be demonstrating is an application I put together, which is basically using a Wii remote to control a dragonfly. So it's going to take me a minute to get this set up. So this is a dragonfly, and it normally has 2 joysticks to control it. And let's see if this works. Uh-oh, running out of time. Yep, it's on. Imagine this.